Welcome to another exciting episode in the channel Follow Your Canadian Dream. Today we are going to discuss something that is very, very exciting to many people. Are you a refugee? Do you know someone who is a refugee? If you do, then this video will be something that will help you to fast forward your immigration needs to Canada ASAP. In the course of this video, we are going to discuss what the EMPP is, which is the Economic Mobility Pilot and Pathway Pilot. We're going to discuss the eligibility, how you can come, and then mention some partners organizations that the government of Canada has designated for you to follow through. So the first question is, what is the Economic Mobility Pathway Pilot? Well, the EMPP combines refugee settlement, that is their resettlement, and economic migration. It is a pathway that helps skilled refugees to immigrate through existing economic program. So what it is not just open for every person that is a refugee, but if you are skilled, if you can follow one of the designated pathways, economic pathways of immigration to Canada, this is the fastest route that you can use as at this time. This pathway also gives employer access to a new pool of qualified candidates to fill job opening. So what it means is that it opens up a new way for employers in Canada looking to get skilled personnel, in this case, people who are refugee that is outside their homeland for various reasons that we are not going into in this video, to get into Canada, become permanent residents, and then start working for this employer. The next question we'll ask is, who is eligible? To be eligible for this program, two key requirements must be met. The very first one is you must be a refugee. So how do you prove that you are a refugee? To prove that you are a refugee, you must be in a convention or a country of asylum as a refugee. You must be outside Canada as at this point in time, that is prior to making your application, and you also must be outside of your home country. So if you are in country A as a citizen and you want to apply, you should not be there. If you are claiming asylum, you should be outside country A. Then you should not be in Canada already. So in this instance, you qualify to apply using one of these program. You must have no durable solution in your country you are living in. So in other words, if you are living in a country that is country B as at this point in time, you do not have something that is sustainable, something that will offer you solutions to your present living condition. You must also have one of these documents that is required to prove that you are a refugee. A valid positive refugee status determination from the UNHCR or a refugee hosting state. A proof that you are an asylum seeker abroad. You are registered and recorded in that particular country. You must prove that you are registered or recorded as a person of concern by the UNHCR if you do not yet have a RSD yet. Once you've done that, once you've met all those criteria that we've stated above, then the other one comes into play. Admissibility must be admissible to Canada. In other words, criminally, you should be clean. You should not have kind of a condition that will put so much strain in the Canadian medical institution. Above all, you must be eligible for one of the economic immigration programs offered by the Canadian government. And those programs are the Atlantic Immigration Program, the Provincial Nominee Program, which is the PNP, and the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot. As always, to prove that you are qualified, you must have English or French skills, maybe taking a language test to prove that. You must have educational training or job training and work experience to meet this particular category. You also need a job offer from a Canadian employer for full-time work. But take note, if you want to apply for AIP or RNIP, you do not need to meet all the requirements for this program. You don't need to prove you've worked for a number of hours asked by the time frame that is stated in the application form. Instead, you only need to show you've worked the same number of hours in general before you apply. And as a refugee, something is huge. If you do not even have the money, that is the settlement fund to come to Canada, the government of Canada is offering you money through the micro lending agency here in Canada. So they are going to fund even the cost of traveling. You do not need to pay for biometric. You do not need to pay for medical. And sometimes your airfare will be paid upfront for you, so long you meet all the criteria that are stated above. Well, if you are outside Canada, sometimes you'll be asking, how do I apply for this program? The government of Canada has made it so easy that you can apply for the EMPP by yourself in the very first instance. But if you are finding it difficult, they've also provided help using non-governmental partners. As we speak, we have 7 partners organizations outside the government of Canada that can help you connect with employers in Canada. They can prepare for a job offer and then apply for EMPP on your behalf. Some of these partners organizations can actually issue a referral letter, which makes it faster and easier for you to apply. Other organizations can help you to apply. If you use a partner that can issue a referral letter, you must ensure that they meet the definition of a refugee for the EMPP before you apply. You must also ensure that you need fewer forms and documents for your application. You still need a job offer from a Canadian employer. Well, in this video, I'm going to leave the link of partners designated by the government of Canada that can help you get referral letter. You have Talent Lift, you have Talent Beyond Boundaries, Jumpstart Refugees Talent. I will leave a link so that it will be easy for you. Just click and you go to the website, and then you can have a one-on-one conversation with those partner organizations. On the other hand, if you use other partners or you want to apply by yourself, you must submit proof of your current situation with either one of the following that I will be listing below: a valid positive refugee status determination from the UNHCR or a refugee hosting state, proof that you are an asylum seeker abroad, registered or recorded by the hosting states, proof you are registered or recorded as a person of concern by UNHCR if you do not yet have a RSD. Then you must complete Schedule 20 form. There are other partners. Obviously, we mentioned 4 and 3 before, but now you can use Refugee Points, you can use Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society, Focus Humanitarian Assistance, and International Rescue Committees. These organizations, they are non-governmental and they help you to get your application sorted out in good time. Well, if that's what you want, if you are struggling, looking for a way to get permanent residence in Canada, and you are a refugee, or you know someone who is a refugee as at this time, why don't we join forces? Send this video to them. Let them see that it is possible that they can get succor as at this time. Like the video, subscribe to the video if you found value so far. Drop your question and comment below in the comment section, and I will find time to answer to the best of my ability. And like I always say, I am not a registered immigration consultant. I am only sharing the experience that I went through getting my own PRO, and also the information that I garnered by meticulously reading the Government of Canada website. Thank you very much for building this community with me. If you are not there, I won't be on this side talking. And I will see you in the next video.